Hi, I'm Todd, and I love the cinema. Sure, sitting at home watching movies on demand is convenient, but nothing beats seeing a movie in a dark room on a massive screen with a massive bucket of popcorn. These days, I don't go to the movies too often, mostly because I rarely go outside. I think the last time I went was to see the live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie, which was alright, although they cut a pivotal scene, that being the one where Toothless shoots a terrible terror in the mouth. But that's not what this video is about, because I'm going to go through a few of my cinema experiences throughout the years, starting at the very first movie I remember seeing. In 2009, when I was but a child, I remember seeing Ice Age 3 in the cinema, in 3D. And I, being a simple child, was blown away by the concept of 3D movies. And I remember a lot of movies around this time were in 3D. Although nowadays, it's hard to find any, which is sad, because I'm now a simple adult, and would probably still be blown away by 3D movies. In 2010, I remember going to see the animated How to Train Your Dragon movie with my family, and being really excited about it. When we got to the cinema, I saw a poster for Alice in Wonderland, and I remembered earlier that week in school, a fellow student had told the class that they saw this movie, and said that there was some scary parts in it. With me being 6 years old, any movie with scary parts might as well have been a horror movie. So I was like, well, glad I'm not seeing that one. Anyway, we went up to buy tickets for How to Train Your Dragon, but the movie was sold out, and the only other kids' movie was Alice in Wonderland. My parents bought tickets, and I immediately started crying.
I don't want to see the scary horror movie.
And so they had to return the tickets, and we went to see How to Train Your Dragon later in the day, which was much better than the live-action one because they didn't cut the scene where Toothless shoots a terrible terror. The scene literally sets up how he beats the massive dragon at the end. Like, why? It's fine. That's not what this is about. Fast forward a few years to 2017, and it was around this time where I went to the cinema by myself a lot. And that might sound sad, but I love going to the cinema alone. Now, don't get me wrong, going with friends is great too, but it's just so chill getting some popcorn and sitting by yourself while you watch a movie. I remember specifically doing this for King Kong Skull Island, and people must have been looking at me like it was so sad that I was here alone. And meanwhile, I'm just like, King Kong! That same year, I remember going to see Fast and Furious 8. That's the one where Vin Diesel is evil for like a bit, so they have something interesting for the trailer. But there was just this kid in front of me, who throughout the whole movie, whenever there was a car on screen, he would just make car noises. I mean, I can't blame him for having a good time, but it's safe to say I didn't really enjoy that movie experience. So I used to be a massive Marvel fan, and so I was incredibly excited to see Avengers Infinity War. And this one, I did go with friends to see. And you know how sometimes you have really noisy, annoying people in cinemas? Yeah, that was us. I don't know if I was blind to shame or just too hyped to care, but we were the worst people to be stuck in a cinema with. Especially during the ending.
I am inedible.
Mr. Starch, I don't feel so good.
No way! I am Grout.
This story is spread across multiple months, years maybe, I don't quite remember. But one day I went into my local cinema, saw a movie, and then I went to the lobby and saw that they have a claw machine. Now I suck at claw machines, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. I locked my sights onto this Boss Baby plush. I tried to grab it, and failed. Classic claw machine. But anyway, I moved on with my life as a failure and went home. A while later, I saw another movie at the cinemas, and when I looked into the claw machine, the boss baby was still there, so I thought I'd give it another go. And failed again. This pattern repeated on like 5 separate occasions I went to the cinema. I could not claim this baby no matter how hard I tried. This had become a tradition at this point, so the next time I went in, I looked to see the child I had been forbidden by the claw's frail grasp. But he wasn't there. Then I looked a bit to the right, and there he was. And so I got out my money and gave it another go. I carefully angled it, checking every position, and hit the button. The claw grabbed onto the baby's oversized head, but then started to slip. I was sweating, begging it to hold on a little longer. But then it let go. Into the chute and right into my arms. And now he is a permanent feature of my shelf. A symbol of my perseverance and victory over the dreaded claw. But at the end of the day, I'm still left wondering, why the hell did they cut the terrible terror scene in the live-action How to Train Your Dragon? Thanks so much for watching this video. It took a lot of work, so if you enjoyed it, why not subscribe? Anyway, that's about it from me. See ya.